Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to um, do SketchUp. Okay, so first you're going to go click the link that I shared with you, sketchup.com, free. Click on the link, and then you're going to go to Start Modeling. Once you get to your Start Modeling, it's going to bring you to this screen, and you're going to create a new Start Modeling. Then you'll have this screen. This is your X, Y, and Z screen. This is where you're going to start building. Okay. These are your tabs. Over here, your ribbons, which you will be building with. Okay. And then we're going to start with, I've asked you to start with a basic shape. So we're going to start with a basic rectangle. And I've started over here on the left. I'm just going to build a basic rectangle. And I'm going to draw it with the pen. I'm going to click on here on the shape, and I'm just going to draw just a big rectangle. If you look on the bottom, it tells you what my dimensions are: 24 feet, 23 feet, 22 feet. You see that on the bottom right. At this point, it doesn't matter to me what size it is. Okay, we're just drawing a rectangle. Okay, so you've drawn a rectangle, and now I want to make it a 3D rectangle. So I'm going to go here to the, looks like a rectangle with an arrow pointing up. I'm going to click on that, and then that is the push-pull screen. Click on that, and you're going to see how it's kind of gray. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to pull up, and that is going to make it 3D. Okay, so pull up on that, and then click again. You're going to need to borrow a mouse when you're using this with your Chromebook. You're going to need to borrow one of my mouse from the computers. Now, you can also change the shape here, bring this out, kind of play with that there if you'd like to. Okay, so now that's just a basic square. I also wanted you to add and subtract to that. So you're going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to go ahead and make some more shapes on here. I'm going to go ahead and make another square here. And then I'm going to just pull out, add to that. And I want to add another square here. And I'm going to pull up on this. So now I'm adding. So this is additive. I've added here and here. And now I want to do subtractive. I'm going to take a chunk out of this one. I'm going to push, pull, and I'm going to pull that in. So that's subtractive, and that's additive. Okay? Could also, if I wanted to, just put a little square in there, and I can push in. That's also subtractive. Okay? Now, if I want to move that shape so I can see it from another angle, I'm going to go here on the bottom where this is an orbit. I'm going to use the orbit, and I'm going to kind of click on it and hold the mouse down, and that's going to allow me to move that shape around. Okay, so I've asked you also, and then if you use the mouse key, the wheel, that'll allow you to make it go in and out, zoom in and zoom out as well. Okay. So this is a little long. I don't really need it that long, but I can kind of play around with it. So play around with this shape, add and subtract some more tidbits out of it. So do that for a little while. And once you have some additive and subtractive, if you really want to go crazy with it, you can come to the right side over here. You can add some colors to it. You can add some materials. You can change the colors. If you want to change the material type, you can come here and change the type of style and material that we have. There's color sets. Default styles. Okay, so you can kind of play around with that as well. Just become familiar with the program itself. Okay. And then you can also do different shapes. So if you here, you can do circles. So you can grab the on the face. You can do push pull circles. You can do hexagons. Again, if I put on this face, I can go in this way. And then I can do some push pull here. Can kind of make a little house or go through there, make a tunnel. You can change the color here. You can do a little drop of color. Okay. So again, play around with that. Once that is finished, take a screenshot of this image of your additive and subtractive, and then add that to your worksheet. You can save it. You can change it to save your project as your, if you want to save it, you can save it as your push pull or your additive and subtractive. And then that way you have a copy of it. And then take a screenshot and then add that to your worksheet so that you can get credit for that. Your next video or your next project then is going to be to create your puzzle cubes. So if you want to create your puzzle cubes, you're going to I just moved that whole thing. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to create my puzzle cubes. You would do the same situation. So you're going to grab, you're basically making squares with your puzzle cube. So if I made my puzzle cube, I had an L shape. I'm going to bring it up. And we are, remember, we are going to go ahead and make them our distance. We're going to go 2 by 2. So I want that to be 2 inches. We're going to go 2 inches by 2 inches. Should be able to. If you zoom in, you might be able to get it a little more precise. Try to get it around 2 by 2. You should be able to click on that. It's not letting me. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so try to get it as close to 2 as possible. Looks like it might be difficult. Then you're going to slide around. I want to make another square. You can also use the pencil if I want that to be in the middle of this shape. This would kind of show you your midpoint. I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to just go halfway here, so then I can just push and pull from the midpoint and go all the way back, and then that will be my L block, and then I can color that. So I made my block orange that was that shape, then I can go ahead and color that orange. So then there's one block, and then I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to make my other block. So I can give myself a little more room. And then I'm going to go ahead and make another shape over here. And so you should have 5 pieces, and then you're going to screenshot that as well. Okay, so that's what you're going to do with your project. And then there are some tutorials as well that you should work on. So hopefully that'll get you started on SketchUp. Again, you can do this on your Chromebook. So you're going to do, first you're going to just kind of play around with it, do some push pulls, get creative, have some fun with that. Once you're familiar and comfortable, then you're going to go ahead and make your 5 puzzle cubes. Then you're going to make a really, try to make them cute, because that's going to go in your final presentation. All right, so your cubes really need to look as accurate as you can get. I can tell right now that's not right here, this part, so I would fix that. Okay, so really do a good job on your puzzle cubes, because I want those to be in your final presentation as well. Okay, so hopefully that'll get you started, and have fun with it. And we're gonna do this for a couple of days until everyone's done. So enjoy. All right.